Hi, I'm Reva with Quality Sewing and Vacuum, and if you're like me, you love to make bags and other projects that might have zippers. Now, if you've never sewn a zipper, zippers are really easy, so don't fret. But what I want to talk to you today about is using zippers that are on a continuous tape that you put the pulls on. So they're called zippers by the yard. And, it can be tricky to take your zipper tape and put a pull on it. Because how do you hold all the things you need to hold? So that's where this little guy comes in handy. This is a zipper jig, and it actually has two slots in here, one for a number 3 zipper and one for a number 5. What's the difference? Well, a number 3 is a standard one that you're going to find at a fabric store for doing dressmaking, to put in a skirt, a dress, something like that. A number 5 is generally what you find on zippers by the yard. They're a little bit wider. They are a little bit more heavy duty. So that's what you're going to find there. So what you're going to do, and when you buy zipper by the yard, it doesn't come in short length. It's a continuous yard, but it also comes with a bunch of pulls. And I grabbed some pulls that are a contrasting color, so that way we could see a little bit easier. Now, your zipper pull has an up and a down. It is wider. See how it's kind of a I don't know, a weird shape, but it's chubbier up at the top and skinnier at the bottom. This is where the two tapes go in and they come out as one piece. So the two halves into the hole down here. So we want to make sure we keep the top up, but what we're going to do is we're going to take the zipper jig and we're going to work with it with the back side facing us. And all we need to do is take the little pull, the part that holds the pull on, and slip that into the zipper jig. So can you see how that is what's being supported? And then you have the pull actually right there, and then we have the full back of the zipper right there. And you're going to work with the back of the zipper facing you, the zipper pull, which means we need to identify which is the front and which is the back of the zipper. This is the front of the zipper, and that is the back. On the back, you can't see the teeth at all. Okay, so when you cut your zipper tape, you're going to want to make sure you cut them straight. If they're wonky, it's going to be hard to get in there, and then you also don't want any fuzzies or hairs from the zipper tape being fluffy all over. Again, that's going to make it tough. You know how it is. If you have a zipper that you get a thread caught in, then it gets all stuck and all bundled up. Well, we don't want to start off that way. So one thing that you can do once you cut your zipper tape is to take a lighter and just lightly go over that and melt the ends of the tape so it won't fray. Okay, so now what we want to do is undo it. I know it's stressful, but it's okay because it's going to go back together. So what we're going to do is, again, that's the right side. So we're going to flip it so we have the wrong sides facing us. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one in one side and one in the other side and then give them a tug. So the zipper jig holds onto the zipper for us, so that way we can get it put on to our zipper really easily. Now, what you want to do is leave some open here, because if you don't, you've got it back to where you started from and you have to start over. So let me show you that again. So I'm going to take my my zipper head and I'm going to slip it right in there. And again, it's the handle part that's on the other side. And I want the back side of my zipper facing me because this is the back side of the pull. And we just slip it right in there and try to keep them even. And then just give them a tug, and then you've got your zipper. So now you can tell that I did not get this line exactly straight up. So if you need it to be, you can just do it again, or make sure this is a little bit longer than you need and then give it a cut. So other thing that you can do, and we'll see if I'm successful on camera, you never know. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a second one, because you may want to do the top of a bag with your zippers going both directions so you can open it from center out. So you're going to want to take the other end now and slip that in. Let's find out which one is a little bit longer. That one's a little bit longer, so I'm going to put it in first. The one on the left was a little bit longer, so I just put it in first. And then now we have our perfectly meeting zipper right in the middle. It's very, very simple, easy to do. And then you have your tabs that you can pull and open up that way. Most zippers by a yard, you can put your pulls on bidirectionally. A dressmaker's zipper, you cannot. They're one direction. This works with pretty much all zippers by the yard, unless it's a locking zipper or the ones with the plastic teeth. These are the nylon coil. So really easy to use, but you saw how easy it was to use this. Now, as a comparison, just because we're here, let's look at that and let's try doing it. Let's do it with our hands so you can see the difference, because you might be thinking, why would a jig even be handy? So let's take a look at this. I've got my little pull right there, and I'm going to get that started, and I'm going to get that started. Okay, let's try putting it down. Maybe I can, oh, there, I got it. But you can see it was much faster going this way than it was hoping that you got it there. And I also wasn't able to get it very close together there. So really, really simple. And it's very inexpensive. So you might enjoy having one of these if you like to make any type of projects with zippers, upholstery, or making handbags. Anything like that might do you some good to have one. So check it out.